Hello everyone, I'm Hoseok and I live in Korea. Today we're going to make gimbap, a dish that Koreans really love. Gimbap is a dish that's truly fresh, delicious, and made with a lot of care. Among these, I'm going to make the 3 kinds that Koreans like the most. Oh, so does that mean I have to cook 3 times? Not at all! Gimbap recipes can be changed in so many different ways. By just adding a few more ingredients to the most common gimbap ingredients, you can turn it into a wide variety of dishes. Just like this. Alright, then let's get started. So, what are the basic ingredients of gimbap? Of course, it includes seaweed and rice, and also carrot, pickled radish, cucumber, fish cake, and egg.
There are more ingredients than you might expect. Actually, while kimbap is easy to eat, it's a dish that requires a lot of care and effort. That's why, in Korea, when students go on field trips, parents always make sure to pack kimbap for them. Slice 2 carrots thinly. With this, you can make enough for 4 servings. Next is the cucumber. We're going to slice the cucumber thinly as well. You can use it as is, but for 1 cucumber, you can add 40 ml of vinegar, 40 ml of allulose, or instead of allulose, you can use 30 grams of sugar. Add half a spoon of salt and mix well. Let it sit like this for 15 minutes, then drain the water completely before using. It tastes really good this way. Next ingredient is pickled radish. Pickled radish is made by marinating radish in salt and vinegar, and these yellow pickled radishes might be hard to find outside of Korea, so you can use white pickled radish instead. Pickled radish can be sliced thick, but slicing it thin makes the kimbap look prettier when cut and tastes much better. Next is fish cake. This is Korean style fish cake. I'll just finely cut 3 pieces. Lastly, we have ham. Since ham should have some texture, slice it into 1 cm thick pieces. For the cucumber we prepared earlier, squeeze out all the moisture before using it. Now all the basic ingredients for kimbap are ready. I'll add 2 more ingredients to make 2 upgraded versions separately. The first one is bulgogi. Take 100 grams of thinly sliced beef or pork loin. Add 1 spoonful of soy sauce. This is mirim, a cooking wine used in Korea, but if you don't have it, you can use any other kind of alcohol. Just add 1 spoonful. Add 1 spoonful of allulose and half a spoonful of oyster sauce. Finally, add 1 spoonful of sesame oil, sprinkle a bit of pepper, mix everything well, and then let it sit for 10 minutes. The second one is tuna. For the tuna, we're going to drain all the oil before using it. This way you can prevent the kimbap from getting soggy or bursting. Preparing the tuna is done once you've drained the oil. Now we need to cook the prepared ingredients. First up are the eggs. Prepare 3 eggs, add 10 ml of cooking wine and 3 grams of salt, then mix well. Add oil to the pan and cook the eggs in a thin layer like a pancake. With 3 eggs, you can make about 2 sheets in total. Once the eggs are done, let them cool for a while. Next is the carrot. Add plenty of oil to the pan and stir fry the carrots, but you need to add this flavored salt here. Flavored salt is a fine salt that contains a bit of seasoning, like chicken stock. This flavored salt tastes much better than regular salt, but if you don't have it, use a very fine grained salt instead. After stir frying for about 5 minutes, you'll notice the oil turns slightly reddish like this. Even if you use a lot of oil, carrots don't absorb it. They release it all, so it's fine. See, there's a lot of oil left here. We're going to use this oil, now full of carrot flavor, to stir fry all the other ingredients. First, let's cook the ham. You don't need to cook it for too long. Once the ham is cooked, add the fish cake and cook it as well. The fish cake needs a bit of seasoning. Stir fry for about 3 minutes, then add just 5 ml of soy sauce. Let it cook for just 1 more minute in this state. Now, once the fish cake is done, add the bulgogi and cook it quickly over high heat. For bulgogi used in gimbap, you shouldn't have too much moisture, so cook it thoroughly until all the liquid has evaporated. Wow, even just eating this by itself is really delicious. Bulgogi is one of the most popular dishes in Korean cuisine. Now all the ingredients are ready, and the most important part is the rice. Prepare 600 grams of cooked rice. Add half a spoon of flavored salt and 4 spoons of sesame oil to the rice. Most of the time, when gimbap doesn't turn out well, it's because people don't season the rice properly. It shouldn't be too salty, but you need to season it enough so that the rice tastes good even on its own. Now that the rice is ready, let's finish making the gimbap. Alright, all the cooking is done now. This is a tool that helps you make gimbap well, but if you don't have it, you can just use cooking foil without any problem. Place the seaweed on top of this tool, and if you look closely at the seaweed, you'll notice it has a rough side. Make sure the rough side is facing up and place the seaweed so that the shorter side is at the top. Use about 150 grams of rice, which is roughly the size of a tennis ball. If you put too much rice in one gimbap, it can ruin the dish. Leave about 1 cm at the top and bottom of the seaweed, then spread the rice thinly and evenly all the way to the sides. Now stack the ingredients you prepared earlier one by one on top. First, I'll put the egg on. The more carrot you add, the tastier it gets. Add the fish cake as well. Add the cucumber you prepared and never forget the pickled radish. Finally, add the ham. You need to divide the ingredients evenly for 4 servings so you don't run out later. If you don't, you might end up eating just seaweed and rice. Now comes the most important part, rolling the gimbap. As you roll the seaweed into a circle, use your fingertips to firmly push the ingredients inside. Attach the bottom edge of the seaweed to the rice at the top. Lightly brush some water on the top edge of the seaweed. This will act as glue. Finally, as you roll it up with the mat, press firmly so the gimbap holds its shape nicely. Now, if you unroll what you've just made, wow, how does it look? It turned out really pretty, didn't it? Since you might not have this tool this time, I'll show you how to make it using cooking foil. The method itself is actually the same. Place the seaweed on the cooking foil in the same direction and spread the rice on it just like before. Put all the ingredients on, and this time, let's make tuna gimbap. Prepare the tuna that you drained the oil from earlier. About 100 grams of tuna is enough. And this mayonnaise, adding this mayonnaise is what makes it truly Korean style tuna gimbap. The way you roll the gimbap is exactly the same. Hold the bottom part and roll it up, then stick the gimbap to the remaining rice at the top. Instead of a tool, use cooking foil to roll up the gimbap and press it firmly. Now if you open it up, how does it look? See, you can do it just fine with foil, right? Lastly, let's make bulgogi gimbap. Place the egg, carrot, fish cake and cucumber on top, and instead of ham, add bulgogi. So the basic gimbap contains ham, but for tuna gimbap and bulgogi gimbap, you leave out the ham and add tuna or bulgogi instead. Now we've finished making 2 rolls of basic gimbap, 1 tuna gimbap and 1 bulgogi gimbap, a total of 4 gimbap rolls. Rolling the gimbap is important, but slicing it is just as crucial. If you slice it incorrectly, the gimbap will fall apart and get ruined. Be sure to coat the tip of the knife and the seaweed with sesame oil. If you coat it like this, the gimbap won't break and will slice very cleanly. When cutting, it's best to use a sharp, well-honed knife. Otherwise, the gimbap can get squashed and completely ruined. What do you think? Isn't the cross-section of the gimbap so pretty? Finally, just sprinkle some sesame seeds on top and you're done.
Alright, it's finally time to taste it. Look at this beautiful cross-section. Oh, it looks so delicious. First, this is the classic gimbap. The oil from the stir-fried carrots blends perfectly with all the ingredients, making it incredibly tasty. It's healthy, yet truly delicious. This tuna gimbap is my favorite. The combination of mayonnaise and tuna is simply the best. The harmony between the bulgogi and the gimbap is really great. It's sweet, and all the ingredients are mixed together in a way that's both healthy and delicious. So with that, today's cooking is finished. As I mentioned earlier, Korean gimbap isn't just a simple, convenient food. It's something made with a lot of care, the kind of dish you want to make for the people you love. It's not that difficult, so I hope you all try making it for someone you care about.
Good.